its move for Bitcoin, and this is something we were talking about once we broke this orange box. You can see how much the orange box was trying to hold up the Bitcoin price. But as soon as we broke down from it, it was always looking likely for us to have that crash down to the next major support level, which was down here at the next orange box, which is of course where we are finding support right now. So here is the thing: we are under massive pressure right now. This is why I was telling you that this was looking likely to go down, because we were under massive pressure, and really the signs were on the walls. If we look at some of the previous videos, we had whales selling, we had several whales taking action in the market. Also, we had actually the U.S. government starting to dump Bitcoin as well. We had Celsius, we had all of these things which if you've been watching my videos. But also, yesterday we were talking about the major move coming within 24 hours. It actually happened faster than that. So why did we see this move down? Well, this is where you need to pay attention, because this is an industry, why not even industry-wide, this is a massive financial strain going on right now, which I am going to show you. So first off, this is not particular to crypto. You can see also that traditional markets have seen a pretty juicy downtrend here as well. So traditional markets are going down, but key things happening. We know that the US, they are kind of attacking crypto right now. We are seeing Operation Should Point 2.0. So that is one side of it. You can see that the US government, as we reported, or as we talked about in a video a couple of days ago, there were spooking investors by selling some of their $1 billion worth of crypto that they have to their name. So they have $1 billion worth of Bitcoin. They transfer 200 million. So that spooked the market. What happened thereafter? They said that they are going to propose a 30% tax on crypto mining firms. So this was also something that pushed down the market, and all of this came within a very short span of time. And what else? Well, we did have the New York Attorney General actually suing KuCoin, and more importantly, actually alleging that Ethereum is a security. So this is a huge deal, and honestly, considering all of this came within a few, like yesterday, basically it's a surprise that Bitcoin is still holding up pretty well. To be honest, yes, we did see a dump here from $22,000 down to 20. But Bitcoin is still holding up pretty well, considering the barrage of bad news that was posted yesterday. And that was not all, because also we have another, well, it's a bank, but it's a crypto focused bank as well, in the sense that they are serving a lot of crypto companies, and they are also under attack. They are seeing a bank run right now, and that is actually SVB, Silicon Valley Bank. So their shares have gone down 60%, losing nearly $2 billion. But that's not all. The four biggest U.S. banks together lost over $52 billion in market value yesterday. So you can see that this is something different. This is not like every other just crypto crash. This is kind of like a systemic risk right now, which people are fearing, because also some SVB customers are struggling to wire funds out of their bank. So they are not getting those funds which they own in the bank. They are not able to withdraw that. And guys, this is a regulated bank in the US. This is not an exchange on a 4 or 5 tire exchange, which is not allowing you to deposit or withdraw. Sorry, they are not like that. This is a massive regulated bank in the US, and looking at some of the details, Silver Bank has $200 billion in assets, of which $116 billion are securities. But here is the thing, and this is where we get into some trouble, because it looks like the $150 billion of the deposits are uninsured. That means those people could lose everything if it goes under. They have an incentive to run. So this is why people are withdrawing money like crazy from this bank. Usually I would expect a bank like this to get some emergency liquidity from the lender of next to last resort, but the Federal Home Loan Banks, which are usually the lender of last resort, they are probably not going to borrow this bank any more money, because they're already borrowing $15 billion. That is equal to their capital. And I'm guessing they may have trouble borrowing more. So you're seeing a good Old bank run on this a bank, guys, and this is a systemic risk to all banks. Whenever a lot of people withdraw all at once because they are not holding, banks are not required to hold all of the funds, but when people withdraw en masse. So when people withdraw funds like crazy all at once, well, they get into liquidity issues which they have to solve, and I really hope that they are able to solve that, because I do not want to see another crypto-focused bank, although it is a regular bank, but which is serving a lot of crypto companies. I do not want them to collapse. I do not want that. That is not good for the industry, so we're keeping an eye on that, guys, but just know that this is bigger than just a regular crypto crash, and we already had Silvergate collapse a couple of days ago. And remember how this all started. It started with Silvergate delaying their annual report, so this is how it started. The later annual report, and then they collapsed, and then now they are in liquidation. One crazy thing happening right now is that Credit Suisse, one of the largest banks actually in the world, they're also delayed in their annual report after an SEC call, and their shares are also dropping. So just like I said, you're seeing a financial wide strain right now, not particularly into crypto, but crypto because it's a risk asset. It's more liquid than other assets. It is feeling it much more than the traditional market, so to speak, or whatever it may be. And the crazy thing right now is that we are going to see some crazy things happening later today, because we are going to have the non-farm payrolls and the unemployment rate come up, and if these are not in line with what the market is expecting, you can see another massive move. You are going to see another massive move. So, guys, I need you to be prepared for that. And while we await this thing right now, while we await for the situation to resolve itself a little bit, we need some more stability in the market, and it's crazy to understand that a lot of these things happening right now actually, when it comes to crypto particularly at all, started with the kind of domino effect of lunar collapsing, of Celsius, Voyager, block fight, all of these things up until FTX and Silvergate. You're still seeing the dominoes fall. And this is something where we're talking about in great detail when the lunar collapse actually happening, and yeah, for to see this like 9 months later, almost 1 year later, it's actually crazy, but this is what we're seeing. So guys, I'm going to keep you updated as always, and if you want to trade this volatility you got by bid up to $30,000, ox up to $50,000, time limited, but get up to 8,400, so make sure to take advantage of these offers if you want to trade. Actually, for me myself, I did enter into a trade right here at orange box. Tight stop loss, so we will see what happens here, but if we go any lower, the bigger the buying opportunity, of course. Maybe you're going to have that chance to buy Bitcoin again at $18,000, $19,000, maybe even lower than that. We will see, guys. It's all about what's going to happen with these things happening right now, with these major banks, and with the data coming out later today. Charts are one thing, but even the chart, even this orange box, cannot protect us if we see, let's say, Silicon Valley